Welcome back. This is Healthy India, and today we are talking about acute viral hepatitis. And you've been calling us, but if you still have questions, other people who are watching, this is your time to pick up your phone and call us at 1800115314 and 23035420. Having said that, we are joined by Jakpreet Kaur from Haryana. So Jakpreet, if you can hear me, welcome to the show. Jakpreet, are you there with me? Well, Jakpreet seems to be lost for a while, so till she tries. Coming back to you, Dr. Acharya. Now, he touched a little bit upon the vaccination, but I think we need a lot more clarity as to what is this vaccination, how soon should it start, and for which all hepatitis is vaccination really available, and till which age can a person be administered?
First thing I want to focus on vaccination for hepatitis B. I will come to vaccination in general.
Okay.
You see, hepatitis B virus causes chronic liver disease, persist in human body.
Okay.
Human liver is its house. It doesn't go. So when it stays, it causes liver cancer. Commonest cause of liver cancer in our country is hepatitis B. Now, hepatitis B virus, B vaccine is a vaccine which can prevent hepatitis B virus infection in more than 98% of people. If it's taken 3 doses, as Dr. Sharma has pointed out.
Right.
Third thing I want to point out, the determinant of chronicity for hepatitis B is actually the age of infection.
Okay.
If a child contacts hepatitis B at delivery from her mother, there is 90% chance or 95% chance that the child will develop a chronic liver disease. Think, he'll grow up at the age of 40 years a cancer. If the child develop infection before 1 year, there is 35 to 40% chance, or more than that, 50% chance. Before 5 years, there is 30% chance. So you see, all chronic infection all over the world is happening because of childhood infection of hepatitis B. Infection occur in childhood and disease occur in adulthood. Right. So whom we will prevent the hepatitis B? The children.
The children, that's right.
Therefore, we are crying hoarse that hepatitis B virus immunization should be part of universal immunization program.
Right. So I have to interrupt you one more time before I come back to you. This is Aarti from Maharashtra who's waiting for quite some time. So Aarti, can you hear me please? Aarti, are you there please?
हाँ मैडम
जी
डायलिसिस पेशेंट हूँ और 15 साल से डायलिसिस चालू था. इसके लिए हेपेटाइटिस बी लग गया था. अभी हेपेटाइटिस बी का कुछ ये है क्या, इलाज है क्या? बी से सी भी हो गया है. रिपोर्ट्स में सी आया है, तो उसका कुछ इलाज है क्या आपके पास?
ओके. डॉक्टर आचार्य प्लीज आप जवाब दें इनका.
बोथ हेपेटाइटिस बी के लिए और हेपेटाइटिस सी के लिए इलाज है. इवन दो आपका रीनल फेलियर है, हेपेटाइटिस बी तो आसान से इलाज हो सकता है. पहले हेपेटाइटिस सी को रीनल फेलियर के साथ इलाज करना कष्ट होता था, इतना सक्सेसफुल रिजल्ट नहीं होता था, तो दवाई हम यूज करते थे, उसका साइड इफेक्ट ज्यादा होता था. अभी नया दवाई निकला है, वो बोल रहे हैं कि रीनल फेलियर बहुत ज्यादा है और डायलिसिस में ये दवाई यूज नहीं कर सकते हैं, बट ग्रेजुअली ये दवाई इसमें भी यूज होगा. आप सपोज ट्रांसप्लांट कर लोगे, आपका किडनी को बदल दोगे, उसका बाद ये हेपेटाइटिस सी की वायरस की ओरल गोली मिलती है, इस देश में मिलती है, और आप ट्रांसप्लांट के बाद आसान से इलाज कर सकते हो और हेपेटाइटिस सी वायरस को दूर भी कर सकते हो. सो मैं आंसर है, आपको रीनल फेलियर का बावजूद बोथ हेपेटाइटिस बी एंड हेपेटाइटिस सी इलाज हो सकता है और आपका जिगर को प्रोटेक्ट करा जा सकता है.
So that's the answer. And now we are joined by Mr. C.M. Jetli from Maharashtra. So Mr. Jetli, welcome to the show.
हाँ नमस्कार. देखिए मेरे किडनी में प्रॉब्लम है, सीरम थ्रिप्टोफैन जो बढ़ के 2 हो गया, और जो मेरा लीवर का मैंने टेस्ट कराया उससे सीरम SGOT 40 आया है और सीरम ग्लोबिन 4.1 आया है. तो इसका क्या कहना होगा? और वैसे जो मेरा बॉडी का रंग में पीलापन आ गया है और जो पसीना में आता है उससे कपड़ों में पीलापन हो जाता है. तो ये कुछ लीवर की प्रॉब्लम ज्यादा हो गई है, यदि है तो इसका क्या इलाज करना चाहिए? धन्यवाद.
Thank you for the question. Dr. Sharma, can you please answer him?
According to him, his serum creatinine is 2 and SGOT, AST he told is 40. and when he sweats, there is yellowish discoloration.
Right.
I think of course, he has kidney problem because creatinine is high. But for liver problem, SGOT 40 and globulin 411 does not mean we have to see the normal value of that lab.
Right.
And yellowish discoloration while sweating and all that, he has to get further proper all the liver function tests and get a medical examination done. Then only we can tell whether he is having liver disease or not, and if he is having liver disease, what type of liver disease he has. He has to get complete examination and complete investigations before we can guide him.
Okay. Now, Seema, if there is somebody suffering of hepatitis, whichever, A to E, now you all, I'm sure you you administer the right kind of diet and everything. Now, for how long does this patient or this person, even after getting all right, has to continue with that diet?
First thing, we have to see all the reports as Dr. Sharma said. Then we have to see the severity of malnutrition if there is because of the disease. So according to the nutritional assessment, we can say and the category of malnutrition is there or not. Then approximately after recovering from this disease, seeing the symptomatic treatment we have to follow, or maybe 1 month they have to follow. And they have to follow for the high protein diet or so if you know, albumin levels are down. So again we have to assess that after a month and change the diet.
All right. There's another viewer. This is Saurabh from Varanasi. So Saurabh, welcome to Healthy India. Saurabh, can you hear me, please?
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening to you. Please go ahead.
There is a question कि जो हम लोग बाहर कभी हम घर से बाहर जाते हैं तो हम बाहर आरओ का वाटर यूज करते हैं या बॉटल वाटर जो 20 लीटर का आता है उसको हम यूज करते हैं तो वो हमारे लिए सेफ है वो?
गुड क्वेश्चन.
हॉस्टल में रहे तो हमारे लिए बॉयल करने की सुविधा नहीं होती है,
राइट?
या हम बिस्लरी जैसे कॉस्टली वाटर को तो क्या वो 20 लीटर बॉटल हमारे लिए सेफ है?
Thank you for the question, Saurabh. Dr. Sharma, can you answer that, please?
RO water and bottled mineral water, though considered is safe, however, there are many reports of small epidemic, like for in hostels or in even following RO water and even with bottled water when we take outside. What I wish to say that sometimes RO is not functioning properly,
right,
and due to that you can have contaminated water, I mean proper water sterilization is not there, and you can get an infection. And sometimes also the proper bottle supply whatsoever is there is not proper, there is contamination in that also, and no proper sterilization is there, and therefore following the use of bottled water also sometimes you can develop viral hepatitis. And this is because only sometimes RO is not functioning properly, and sometimes contamination in water bottle is there, I mean bottled water is there, and therefore there are chances of developing viral hepatitis following that also, and they know 100% surety that you will not get.
Right. So, well, this is not the answer really that he was looking for. So, you have to be really safe with the water that you are drinking. Now we have with us Nihal from Haryana. So, Nihal, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
मैम मेरे को एक्चुअली कुछ दिन पहले लीवर में प्रॉब्लम हुई थी, तो डॉक्टर ने डायग्नोस करवाया, तो डॉक्टर ने हेपेटाइटिस का चेक करवाया था, तो हेपेटाइटिस बी रिएक्टिव आया, बट उन्होंने ना वायरल लोड लिया, वायरल लोड में आया कि अनडिटेक्टेबल है अंडर 20, तो उन्होंने कहा कि आपको मेडिसिन की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, बट आप अपनी डाइट कंट्रोल करिए। मैं तब से बहुत डरा हुआ हूँ कि वायरल लोड अंडर 20 है, मतलब ये बढ़ तो नहीं सकता, और अगर मतलब मैं ये सोचता हूँ कि मतलब इज इट लाइफ थ्रेटनिंग टू मी, मतलब क्या, मतलब सिर्फ ये है कि वायरल हेपेटाइटिस बी है और अंडर 20 है वायरल लोड, बाकी मैं बिल्कुल नॉर्मल हूँ, देयर इज नो सिम्टम, नथिंग।
ओके, ऑलराइट निहाल, थैंक यू फॉर द क्वेश्चन. डॉक्टर आचार्य कैन टेक दिस प्लीज.
आपको हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस इन्फेक्शन तो है, मैंने पहले बताया हूं, आप सुने हैं प्रोग्राम के, कि हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस की घर है आदमी का जिगर और वहां रेप्लिकेट करता है. आपकी बॉडी की जो डिफेंस सिस्टम है वो वायरस को बहुत ज्यादा रेप्लिकेट करने नहीं दे रहा है, उसको दबा के रख रहा है, दबा के रखा है, इसीलिए आपका जिगर का डैमेज भी नहीं हुआ. हमारा इलाज का मतलब यही है, उस वायरस का रेप्लिकेशन को दबा के रखने के लिए, जो आपका बॉडी का इम्यून सिस्टम खुद कर रहा है. इसीलिए आपका डॉक्टर बोला कि आपको इलाज की जरूरत नहीं है. बट ये याद रखिए कि आपका इम्यून सिस्टम लाइफ लॉन्ग उसको परसिस्टेंटली दबाने को असफल हो सकता है, वो चांस है एक। कभी कभी वो रिएक्टिवेट कर जाता है, बढ़ जाता है, तब जिगर डैमेज होगा। और ये रिएक्टिवेशन साइलेंटली भी हो सकती है, आपको बिना नॉलेज में भी हो सकती है। दूसरी, डिस्पाइट द फैक्ट दैट आपका वायरस कम है, लिवर ठीक है, फिर भी हेपेटाइटिस बी में इस सिचुएशन में थोड़ा बहुत चांस होता है, क्योंकि हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस लिवर कैंसर करता है, वो मैं दबा नहीं सकता हूं। छोटा सा चांस होता है, लाइफ लॉन्ग रिस्क बढ़ जाता है इसमें थोड़ा सा कैंसर होने के लिए। इसीलिए वार्निंग है, आपको हेपेटाइटिस बी है तो आपको हर 3 से 6 महीने में एक बार डॉक्टर को दिखाना है। और डॉक्टर कुछ स्पेसिफिक जांच करता है, आपका जिगर देखता है अल्ट्रासाउंड में, आपका लिवर फंक्शन टेस्ट देखता है, आपका वायरस लोड देखता है, आपका सिम्टम्स देखता है, ऐसे फॉलोअप करके चलता है। तो अर्ली लक्षण जब होते हैं कि वायरस बढ़ रहा है कि और कोई कॉम्प्लिकेशन कर रहा है, ये पकड़ लेने से हम उसको क्योर कर सकते हैं। तो आपका जिंदगी नॉर्मल होता है, इसमें डरने की कोई बात नहीं। इसको रेगुलर जांच और इलाज करके डॉक्टर को रेगुलर दिखाना, ये इसका इलाज है। इसको दिखाना एक इलाज है, उसको नेग्लेक्ट नहीं करना चाहिए। दूसरी बात मैं ये बोलूंगा, आपका घर में सबको हेपेटाइटिस बी के लिए परीक्षा करके जो नेगेटिव है उनको टीका लगाना चाहिए, बिकॉज हाउस होल्ड ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस इज ऑल्सो वेल नोन। तो सब आपका निकला है तो बाकी लोगों को भी प्रोटेक्ट करिए, ये भी पार्ट ऑफ इलाज।
राइट। Well, now we have with us Arshad from Jammu and Kashmir. So, Arshad, are you still there with me?
Yes, I'm listening.
All right. Welcome to the show, and please go ahead with your question.
जी मेरा सवाल डॉक्टर साहब से है। मैं हेपेटाइटिस सी का पेशेंट हूँ। करीब 1 साल कबल मैंने वो दवाई भी ली थी पेगासस के नाम से। लेकिन अब मुझे फील हो रहा है, कभी कभी वॉमिटिंग सी महसूस हो रही है। अब स्टोमक में बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम रहती है। दूसरा बदन भी वेट भी ज्यादा ना कम ज्यादा हो रहा है और ना कम हो रहा है। चाहे कुछ भी खाया जाए मगर वेट से सिमिलर रहता है। और दूसरी बात, थोड़ी सी स्लाइट सी पेन रहती है पूरी बॉडी में, और स्पेशली अपर राइट पार्ट ऑफ दिस लिवर पोर्शन।
ओके।
तो इसके सिलसिले में क्या कर सकते हैं और ये क्या हो सकता है?
Okay. Thank you for your question. Dr. Sharma, would you want to answer that?
Yes, because he says he is hepatitis C virus infection, and hepatitis C virus related liver disease he had, and he has been treated with Pegasus for 1 year. So most probably his medicine was stopped. He must have responded to that medicine, and he must have been HCVR negative. Whatsoever symptoms or problems he is telling are probably not related to liver disease. It's just non-specific symptoms which are called as post-hepatic syndrome. However, because he had developed symptoms, he should go to the same doctor who treated him earlier. His clinical examination, simple liver function test, or maybe if required, repeat hepatitis C virus RNA will be done, and an ultrasound abdomen for developing, for seeing that whether liver is normal in ultrasound or not. At the most, that is required. To my mind, whatsoever symptoms that he is told are not related to hepatitis C virus infection. These are just non-specific symptoms. But to be on safer side, just simple 1 or 2 blood investigations and one ultrasound he should get done. That will remove all his worries and fear from the mind.
Right. So, Arshad, I think that was a very detailed answer. So, instead of getting scared about this whole thing, just go to your doctor and get all these tests done. Well, folks, time for us to slip into one more break here in the program, but we'll be coming back very soon. Just do stay tuned. Welcome back. This is Healthy India, and today we are talking about acute viral hepatitis. The doctors here have told us as to what are the causes and what are the symptoms of those, and we've even spoken about the treatment to quite some extent. But I would still want to ask you, Seema, that when we talk of acute viral hepatitis, I'm sure diet also plays a role here. Yeah. So are there any do's and don'ts in terms of the diet?
Person having the viral hepatitis with that condition, Actually, do's are have the healthy diet, okay, hygienic diet, and don't consider so much of restriction as told by neighbors or friends, because there is no dietary restriction, as I said again and again, and I want to point it out. If you will not take the healthy diet, you can get into the malnourishment, and malnourishment may again cause the severity of the disease. So you have the healthy normal diet, keeping the normal weight in your mind, and maybe you can consult any nutritionist and seeing the weight, height and everything, and seeing the reports also, she can modify the diet or plan the diet. But absolutely you can have the normal diet. Okay. No need to go for boiled or bina haldi ka khana. It's not healthy coming out of the body.
Right.
There is a catch.
Yes.
I like to tell you all. आपको हम लोगों ने, we told you that in acute viral hepatitis there is loss of appetite and there is aversion to food.
Aversion to food.
Right? There is liver damage. Now you need raw material or good food for the liver to regenerate. Now in such condition, normal advice is tail, don't take oil, don't take ghee, take boiled food. You make the food more tasteless for a person who has lost appetite and hating to take food. This is actually contradictory to the need of that individual. As a physician who treats hepatitis, I advise to take tasteful food, right, which is tasteful to that individual, and he should be allowed to take all food which is tasteful. More important here is to give him nutrition. If taste has to be enhanced, enhance that taste. Don't restrict anything. That should be the message.
Okay. Also, Dr. Acharya, are there any complications that can arise in the patients of hepatitis, acute viral hepatitis?
Well, the most dangerous complication, what he calls acute liver failure, in which about out of 100 acute viral hepatitis, 1 or 2 will develop this, in which the liver is damaged massively, resulting in loss of most of the liver cell. And liver is one of the important components to metabolize all toxins of the body. Body is a factory. It metabolizes all toxin. When the massive and sudden damage of the liver cell occurs, resulting in massive liver cell loss, this toxin in the blood will increase. Very interestingly, it affects your brain. You see, this is an organ failure where an extra liver organ gets involvement and the brain is hit. You become unconscious, brain gets swollen in a fixed skull where there is no expansion. The brain gets swollen. And think what would have happened. That is technical. So that is the most dangerous complication, which is a very high mortality. Therefore, even though you have acute hepatitis, you should consult a doctor, follow up with him. Even though there is a 98-99% chance of recovery, complete recovery, right, you should be monitored.
Right. Well, now since now we're just about to end the program, but before going, what is going to be your take-home message for the public, Dr. Acharya?
Remember, most liver diseases are preventable diseases. Most common cause of liver disease today in our country are alcohol, hepatitis viruses. You heard hepatitis viruses get transmitted through either injection, blood, sexual route, or contaminated water and food. All can be prevented. There are also vaccinations. Third important cause we are seeing because of liver disease is obesity. Fat getting into your liver. If you have body fat outside, the liver will also have fat. The fat also causing damage. So if you see, these are the 3 most, there are drugs, there are many other causes, but they are less frequent causes. But if you see 100 liver disease, 80 will be caused by viruses, alcohol or fat. You can prevent all 3. For viruses, you can take boiled water, non-contaminated, home-cooked, freshly cooked, hot food in clean utensil after washing your hand. Avoid alcohol. Give hepatitis B vaccine to all your children and all household people, right? Do exercise and don't become overweight.
So these are the usual lifestyle modifications that we actually talk about. Anything that you would want to say at the end?
Yeah, Professor Acharya has mentioned everything. At the end, I want to stress only one thing: hepatitis B is very common and leads to very dangerous complications like cirrhosis and liver cancer. Very common cause of liver cancer and cirrhosis in India. Prevention is very easy. Please, those who are listening, kindly check whether you have got hepatitis B vaccine or not. If you have not got hepatitis B vaccine, kindly get hepatitis B vaccine 3 doses stat, so that you are prevented from this dangerous infection and complications related to this dangerous infection. Kindly do it for yourself and your family members also. That is what I want to convey.
Right. Yes, Seema, what is it that you would like to leave behind today?
Yeah, I would like to leave behind, like, my message would be, as very well said, you have to get vaccinated. More than that, you have to avoid alcohol. If you are taking, take it in proper, appropriate, recommended amount, or if you don't take, that's very good. Third thing is, we talk about everything, but we let's talk about prevention. So it's like we have non-alcoholic liver disease developing also.
Okay.
So that we are having because of very high fat diet. So avoid or take recommended amount of fat only in the diet. And WHO very well said, if you want to prevent the liver diseases, then you have to eat 5 fruits and vegetables. So the recommended amount of fruit and vegetable is 400 to 500 gram. So then we can avoid these kind of liver diseases.
Right. Well, thank you so much for that. Well, folks, before we go, I'd like you all to take a look on these finer points that we want to leave behind today.
Symptoms. Symptoms range from none to very severe. Poor appetite, nausea, vomiting, fever, pain in the upper right abdomen, jaundice. Diagnosis: physical examination, blood test, biopsy in certain cases. Prevention: washing hands thoroughly before handling food, not sharing needles to inject drugs, not sharing toothbrushes, razors or other items that could get blood on them. Practicing safe sex using barrier protection such as a condom. Limiting the number of sex partners. Not sharing needles. Screening blood before transfusion. Vaccines. Vaccines given by injection into muscle are available to prevent hepatitis A, B and E infections. The hepatitis A vaccine is recommended for all children and adults likely to be exposed to the virus. Hepatitis B vaccine is recommended for everyone. Hepatitis E vaccine, a new vaccine, will most likely be used in endemic areas.
Well, folks, now I'd like to leave you with my address. So in case if you need to say anything, share your views, give any feedback, this is where you need to write. So please note down the address.
Healthy India, FB 116, Lok Sabha Television, Parliament Library Building, Parliament House, New Delhi 110001. Email healthlstv@gmail.com and our toll-free number is 1800115314.
And now I'd like to thank 3 of my guests for coming in and for explaining so beautifully about hepatitis today. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, well, folks, I think the message is clear. First thing is that hepatitis is preventable. So that means if you lead your lives intelligently, the lifestyle modifications that Dr. Acharya talked about, no virus, no alcohol, no contaminated water, no multiple sexual partners, and please, whatever symptoms that are there, if there's aversion to food, if you are unnaturally tired and fatigued, please understand that this could be an underlying sign for hepatitis. So don't take the decision yourself, go to a doctor, get investigated, go for all the blood tests, and then follow the treatment to the T with the help of your doctor. So no self-medication again, because you could confuse these symptoms with any other. And once you are on a treatment, follow it, don't drop the treatment in between, and take care of your health. As Seema said, take the right kind of diet, don't take too much of fat, and for certain things only normal diet is allowed, as Dr. Acharya said. So don't use your intelligence again and not use any interesting things in your food, because you're supposed to eat well, only then you will get fine. Well, so that's all we have for you this evening. Next week, we'll be taking up another health condition with another set of doctors. Till then, this is Lottie Alaric saying goodbye and take very good care of yourselves.
है।